Hey guys, good to see you've been working really hard today and most of the year, but especially today. You guys are helping each other out really well. This is one that I think most people aren't 100% sure on, and I thought I'd better just try and give you a bit of a hand and make sure we can understand it so that we're all okay with it. So when I get a question about sine, cosine and tangent, particularly when I'm given an angle, that's pretty ugly, but you get the idea. I'm doing this without being able to see it. Particularly when I get one where it's not an acute angle, so I can't just draw a nice right angle triangle like this 100-degree one here. I go to my best friend in maths. Go to your best friend in maths, you can't fail. So there's the 100 degrees. What does that leave me with as the other angle left over here? That would be 80 degrees. And if I can do that without bumping the button, we'll get the 80 degrees in there. Okay, and what's the other thing we need to label on this? Well, we know where functions are positive and negative, but remember, all students take crack is one mnemonic I've heard. I'm sure it's not appropriate for ours. All students, I don't know what they do. Give their teacher cola, but that's got a G in it, but you should do that. Anyway, it's 80 degrees away. So sine of 100 equals m. What we also know then is that, where's my pen gone? There it is. If I drew a triangle here and made one side 80 degrees, this too would be m, and because sine is opposite over hypotenuse, m over 1. So we got here, that's the value of m up there, and obviously you know that because of the symmetry, sine's positive in first and second quadrant, so sine of 80 degrees would give me m over 1. Bit of Pythagoras will help you find this other side, so I'm going to have 1 squared minus m squared, square rooted, so that'll be the square root of 1 minus m squared. So that's okay, we've got the first bit. Now that's the magnitude of each side, but we also need the sign. Where are they positive and where are they negative? 100 degrees, cosine of 100 degrees is going to be the same as negative cosine of 80 degrees. And cosine of 80 degrees, we know, is square root of 1 minus m squared. So that's where the negative comes from for the 1 minus m squared. We should know that it's negative. It's 100 degrees. It's in the second quadrant. It must be negative. Okay. Tan of 100 is going to be the same thing, isn't it? We're in the second quadrant. We must be negative. Tan of 100 degrees is equal to negative tan 80 degrees, because we always want the acute angle from the x-axis. So there's my 80 degrees. It's going to be the same as 100 degrees. They'll give me the same answer, so that's okay. But it's going to be negative tan of 80 degrees. And I've lost where my pen is. That's one way to find it again. About there somewhere. I can see it now. There we go. So negative tan 80 degrees. I wish it had the yellow circle around it while I was actually doing the question. That would help. So then tan of 80, m over the square root of 1 minus m squared. This is going to be negative m over square root of 1 minus m squared. I'm positive that they would probably accept that, but I know you love to rationalize your denominators, so I'm going to do it anyway. Multiply by the square roots is going to be negative m root 1 minus m squared divided by 1 minus m squared. But you probably wouldn't bother doing that. That's just me being a bit silly. Alright, sine of 200 degrees. Well, it's not really going to help us going to our unit circle over here. Where's 200 going to be? There's 180. It's going to be 20 degrees away here. You're looking at it and you're thinking, that's not really going to help me, is it? But then you think about the relationship between 100 and 200. What is it? Oh, it's double. So if I have a rule for the sine of 2 theta, then I'll be able to get the answer here, won't I? So what is the sine of 2 theta? It's 2 sine theta cosine theta. That we can deal with, can't we? So 2 sine theta was m when theta is 100, so sine of 200, I should have really written that line in first. I'm just going to put it over here. So where's my pen? There it is. So what we're really saying is sine 200 equals 2 sine 100 cosine 100. That's the line that I would have put in there, and then, so that's a little in-between line. And so it's 2, sine of 100 is m, cosine of 100 is negative, so I'm going to put the negative out the front, root 1 minus m squared. And there you have your answer. I hope that makes it a little bit clearer. With these trig ones, you want to have a unit circle. That tells you your positive and negative, but you want to find what is the angle, the acute angle from the x-axis, in this case 80 degrees, so you can draw your right-angled triangle and you can get all the other values from that. Use the unit circle to get your plus or minus, and you're done. Keep up the awesome work, guys. Cheers.